Hello everyone, this is DInfinityX, and welcome back to episode 14 of my Minecraft world. Today it's going to be more villagers to start off with, as long as they cooperate, and I'm hoping they do. No, get in the cart. Get in the cart. See, this is what I mean. They don't want to cooperate. Get in the cart. Bye. So I'm going to be moving some more clerics and everything over to our little trading hall, and hopefully I can get enough over there to make it worthwhile, and then I can start potentially breeding some more to get the masons and everything else that I need. Goodbye. And we'll just go from there. Now we're just waiting for these other two to show up, which they please tell me they didn't get stuck again. Oh no, here they come. Flowing on in. Boop, boop. And time for Grumpy 2 to go to work. Now that I can see, this poor Congo line of villagers here is, it's kind of sad just watching them slowly get whacked. That's alright, it means for better trade prices. One of the downsides to this is it takes forever. Like, this is their third convert. Because I've already done it once over there. So they have two more, and I have just enough golden apples for that. Fortunately, but I'm going to have to, on the next two batches, they're going to be fresh, so I'm going to have to do a whole nother stack of apples and a lot more weakness potions, unfortunately. This takes a lot. Alright, well, we have 7 more clerics. I don't know why his trade is 2. Maybe I accidentally punched one of them. I'm guessing I accidentally punched one of them. That's okay. They'll forget about it soon enough. Does that affect everything? Nah, just the zombie flesh. That's alright. It was a pain enough to get them in here and get Grumpy 2 going and all of that. This just takes way too long. It was almost an hour of trying to wrangle them, get them where they needed to be, get them converted, and all of that. We've got the mob farm going. Figured that since we were up here, might as well turn it on. We've got items flowing around up here, which is cool to see. I'm guessing that's, yeah, arrows. That's always fun. It's really shows off how much this thing puts out when you look at it from this perspective. Got all that zombie flesh. I mean, all 6 of those rows of hoppers are all going towards zombie flesh. And I still need to do the rest of the hoppers up here, I just realized. Because this row isn't even close to being done. I still have... I just put that in compare mode, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yeah, I still have... Do I have any sticks in here? Oh yeah, no, it's definitely getting sticks. And arrows are probably close to being full. Not exactly close, but... closer than I'd like. Is this completely... Almost completely full. This whole line is almost completely full of arrows. Soon they're going to be jettisoned off the end here and into the chest down there. So I've got to figure out something to do with those. But I'm halfway done with getting all the clerics in place, so that's at least one thing out of the way. Got to get this other side done, and then I've got to get the masons and all of that. I think the farmers will be next after I get the clerics done, because the farmers are going to be the more important one, because I'll need those to clear out. Oh, I've fallen in the hole again. It's been a while since I've fallen in this hole. And I'm guessing I'm not getting out of this hole. There we go. Almost. There we go. So I'm going to work on some more stuff here, and hopefully I'll do something other than messing with villagers. The other thing that I wanted to show off, just because I thought it was really interesting, is I have this little sweetberry farm here. But notice how I have a white fox in here now. Now, the story of how I got this white fox was quite harrowing and involved a lot of death. But I brought some white foxes from all the way over there in the cold biomes that we have. But I brought them all the way over here, kind of where my little gate was. Oh, I don't want to go in there. That's the axolotl pen. Uh, I brought them all the way over here. And this is my little, white fox sanctuary where I was going to breed them up for my kids so that we could have white foxes. So a zombie came in, broke down the door, and let them out. Or I should say there was a door here that he broke down and let them out. We managed to get one back, but one ran away. And I figured, oh, that's okay. I'll eventually find it. It somehow made its way all the way over here, all the way into this sweetberry patch. I don't know how. It's quite fascinating, if you ask me. But yeah, so this white fox just ended up with the rest of them over here. Just fascinating. I think one thing that's definitely for sure is that this mob farm is going to be coming down. Oh, why didn't I stop? I think I can leave the iron farm, but yeah, I've got to start dismantling all of this, unfortunately, because it serves very little purpose anymore. It's been off for a couple weeks now. Ever since I got kind of that one running, I've turned this one off. So yeah, I've got to get in and take out all the stuff, make sure I don't lose anything, but I think this mob farm's going. And then soon I'll be able to get rid of the sugarcane and the pumpkin and melon farm. And then possibly move the bone meal and all the other farms so that we can start making this little area look a lot prettier. I do have to move that, which it's been so useful for me. But I want to move it somewhere inside the mountain and have multiple ones set up so that I can do a lot of different things. But I want to make some tweaks to that first, just so that it's a little bit more self-automated. This whole time I've been flying around trying to chase the villagers when I could have just been riding the minecarts with them. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But I've changed up the system a little bit, and now, I'm gonna try and do a very foolish 2 lanes at once to speed up the process. Hopefully it works. I don't know. We'll see. What hurt me up here, though? Because that shouldn't have hurt me. Now I'm worried. Okay, I'm going backwards. Let's just speed this up. Bonk. It's minimal. They'll be fine. Keep breaking that. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot more painful trying to cure all of these zombies than previous attempts. This probably isn't going to be fun at all. Yeah, that hurt way more than I thought it was going to, and I'm not even sure if I got all of them, but I think I did, because they're all shaking, so I'm just going to have to wait here and wait till they all convert and bring Grumpy back in. But I think... well, maybe not. I had 64 and I've got 14, which would be 62. Somehow I've used 2 extra apples and I don't know how. That's okay. Alright, now to show you what I mean by it being more painful, let's just hop into here. Go away. Grumpy. Go back. Go back to your home, Grumpy. Alright, now we have the very painful task of getting as many of these as I can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. throw one over here. 10, 11, 12, 13. There's one that hasn't been you. See what I mean? It's just, they almost killed me again. But this is the second convert, so hopefully, hopefully they don't manage to actually kill me at any point. But this just takes forever. I'm glad I doubled up and made 2 lanes of this, because this would have taken twice as long otherwise, and I would have used twice as many weakness potions. You know, as I'm sitting here thinking about this, why didn't I bring a villager over here and start a farm somewhere close by instead of transporting them all? These are the things you think of after you've done, well, I've only got a quarter of the villagers over here that I need, so it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to do that. I may bring them over to the mountaintop, but I think I'd even mentioned that I was going to try and bring them over and start mass breeding them over there. I'll have some decisions to make in regards to that. I'm still just waiting here for them to convert. This takes way too long. Well, this is very unfortunate. We have another golem that has spawned. I need to make sure he can't get into this area. I don't think they can spawn in there, but I need to take him out quickly. That's really unfortunate. Wish I had lava. Sorry, golem. I think you're trapped too, so nothing personal. Oh, he's not trapped. We'll just let him burn. For a second there, I honestly thought there was a torch just in a minecart. That was quite trippy. And that thing's still burning, so that's good. They did it. They managed to kill me. But I think they're all shaking. Yeah, and somehow I managed to give 2 apples to someone, and I don't know how. But they killed me just as I was trying to leave. Oh, thankfully none of them despawned. That would have sucked. All of the zombies just focused in on one poor villager. He's somehow surviving, although I don't think he's going to survive for too much longer. Oh, he's gone. As the last of the villagers here convert for the last time, I have a feeling something went wrong because the trade price is at 11, and I don't think that should be what it's at. I'll have to see once I get them into the thing. The other thing I noticed is my armor has taken a massive beating, so it's a good thing I'm about to do a lot of trading because I need the fixes. I'm just waiting on those 2. Come on. Alright, with all the villagers in place, I am going to grab a bunch of rotten flesh, probably not that much because I need some space for... And I want to see how much redstone I can buy by going down the line and doing all of them. I don't know why there's 3 now. That doesn't make any sense. These should still be at 1. Villager trades make no sense to me. So I'm going to do this and see how many I end up with 1 pass. Alright, so with 1 complete pass, I've got a ton of experience just floating around here everywhere. So that's something. Yeah, look at all this. The villager trade prices were kind of all over the board. Some were 14, some were 11, some were 3, some were 1. It was just kind of everywhere. Now, this guy's 2 instead of 3. I don't exactly understand it. But the question I was trying to ask was how much redstone did I get? And as you can see, I've got quite a bunch. I have to remember where I put my crafting table. So I've got 64 and 10 full blocks with 6 left over. So that is quite a lot. So for lapis, that would be about half. So 37 blocks of lapis per run with a bunch of emeralds left over as well. That is definitely going to be profitable for me for redstone, which is the reason why I wanted this massive haul. was mostly for the blocks that are just hard to get renewably. So, after I finish collecting all this experience, my daughter has been making some work on the arena that she wants me to go see, so we're going to go check that out here in just a second. Alright, so flying in, from the start it looks like there's at least one new house. Let's see what she has to say about the additions. So what have you made new?
I built some more. I did some more to the mine shaft, and I started working on this new house, and I made a path around. Like, I connected the path with the flower thing over here, a little flower garden.
Okay. I do like this little flower garden. What changes did you make to the mine shaft?
Um, I added some chests so you can collect stuff.
Oh, that's right. She made this fun little looping thing here.
I added this thing. I'm gonna make this like it was the break room for the people who worked here.
Okay.
And I just gotta connect this path. What is that?
Okay.
And this house is the thing I'm currently working on. I'm trying to make it look like someone new just like moved in.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what this all comes together as. Ooh.
The chests are a bit in my way.
Well, yeah, this is from when we, this used to be a very spacious spruce forest here. Not so much. We chopped it all down. Oh, there's a ton of stone in here, too. Now, we have another idea that we want to work on. And I think that's going to be what I help you with next, is we're going to turn a little island into kind of an Animal Crossing island.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over there because I have plans for that. I do want to point out how just weird this little H-shaped island is here. It's just funny how there's just a sandbar that connects the two islands here. You know what? It looks kind of like a llama or something. A very stretched llama. So here is the island that she wants to convert into kind of an Animal Crossing island. It's a little small dark oak island. But my thought is we're going to have villagers over here, and possibly every once in a while they're going to pop out with a different head on. Kind of like an Animal Crossing where they pop out and have, or where you can get new villagers. Admittedly, I don't play Animal Crossing nearly as much as my daughter does. And I just realized I didn't bring any scaffolding. Or I used my scaffolding last time before I filled up this box. So I need to, I'll leave that there. It needs to be refilled. But yeah, there's going to be a villager breeder somewhere here that is going to pop out villagers. In fact, is there an island close by that we could potentially use? We might use the desert, or we could just base it over there, or I might put it underground and they just get bubble elevatored up with a random hat on. And that's going to be the villagers for her. And it's going to be quite the interesting undertaking because there's a lot of dirt that needs to get removed potentially. We kind of started on it, but yeah, to get this to the kind of flat level so that she can build it up and terraform it and build houses for each of the new villagers that pop up. It's going to be an undertaking, but it'll be a fun one regardless, and it's definitely going to be an interesting idea. We do have to. Oh, it's not. Is it axes? Yeah, it's axes. Um, so it's going to be a fun undertaking and project that we're going to work on. Possibly the next video. I haven't quite decided yet. Uh, I need these mushrooms for weakness potions. Uh, but that's going to do it for this episode. I think it's just a little bit shorter than the other ones we've done, but we've been kind of in a rush, and I didn't expect to completely fill out the cleric side of the village breeder there today. That was definitely something I didn't plan on doing, but now that it's done and I can get a block of, or at least a stack of redstone every time I go through it, which means at least 2 stacks a day or every 10ish minutes. That's not terrible. It's better than any potential witch farm. And while I'm there, the rotten flesh isn't going to necessarily. I might burn through it, but that's once I get the farmers over there, those will hopefully take care of all of that problem, and I'll be making a surplus of emeralds every time I run through a trade there. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you, little snow frog, for showing me your island,
You're welcome.
and hopefully everyone has a good rest of their day.